because there are always things happening, and we're live. Look at this. It's a Wednesday. Hi everyone. You probably haven't signed up yet, but as you come online, everybody, if anybody happens to jump in by chance on this very early broadcast minute, my name is Donny. This is my Innovation Fika every Wednesday. Look at that. It even says we're live on LinkedIn now. Every Wednesday, 2:30 p.m. usually I go live. This is episode 116 of my Innovation Fika, which means Innovation Fika. Fika is Swedish for coffee break. So it's an innovation coffee break every Wednesday afternoon. And today I happen to be in Budapest, in Hungary. I'm attending the Deep Ecosystem Conference, which is all about how to build ecosystems to support startups and innovation. And I was hoping to snag somebody special for this special recording, well, this live actually now. And I did. I managed to find Professor Doctor,
PhD, Doctor something,
Enrica Santini from Trento. Yes, but you are also.
Yeah, I'm co-founder of Deep Ecosystem. Yes. We started some years ago, and so we are in Budapest.
Yes. Yeah. And but the thing is, you did a presentation this morning about the heat map 2023.
Yes. We are today. We are out with our report, and so if you want to click it and go through, you can just enter in our website. So startupheatmapeurope.com, and you can download it. What about the report?
Startupheatmapeurope.com is the 2023 report about the European ecosystem for startups. So it's a comparison of regions and countries and cities.
People like ranking. So we have several rankings. We collected a lot of data. We ran a survey from 2016, and we start with the popularity. So we have the ranking of popularity. What are the most important startup ecosystem in Europe? What are the most important ones? Okay. But you will see that the other kinds of ecosystem that are quite important through the journey of the startup, because startup, they are a special word. They need to have a seed of idea. They need to be accelerated. They need to grow, and different kinds of ecosystem can play a role in this kind of journey. So this is about our report. We have just mapped and we rank all the ecosystem in Europe to understand the role of each ecosystem in the support of innovation in Europe.
But I like the fact, I mean, you had, if I can remember this correctly, it was like 3 main sort of areas, and in every area there were like divides.
Yes, different.
Yes, and I like what were the 3?
The 3, because we propose this new view. The view is open regions. We don't have to open ecosystem. We don't have to think that all the ecosystem in Europe are just like silos, but entrepreneurs, they move everywhere. I have an idea, and maybe I have this idea in Budapest. This is why we saw that in this first stage, we have Budapest in the list of top 10 startup ecosystem supporting the growing of a new idea. After, when I want to be accelerated, maybe I would like to go to Zurich, because maybe they have a ground for me for growing. And after, maybe I want to move to London for raising money and boosting my growth, no? So there are 3 main strategies. The strategy as ecosystem, I can play a role in fostering and supporting the idea growing up and developing. So I can open university, I can foster co-work, I can create and support co-working spaces for knowledge sharing and so on. But I can also play another strategy. I can also just play the strategy in the next step.
Yeah.
So I can accelerate them. I can provide them with mentorship for going further, for becoming bigger and find the market and so on. Or I can play a role in the last stage of the startups, so I can boost them for money and.
But that would be, but that's the, I know we've been talking a lot about the, I also want to be talking about the Hungarian ecosystem. The discussion we had before that you haven't heard, of course, but there'll be things online for that as well. But the whole idea of, and I like what you were talking about that, because different parts of Europe have different possibilities of supporting startups at different stages.
Yes.
And just by having a larger market, there are different possibilities. I mean, I saw that. I mean, if you looked at the number of unicorns and the amount of money in like London and Germany and so forth, is a lot more, because they're also there. I mean, they are also much bigger markets as well.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, but where are, for example, people with tech skills? Maybe they are in Budapest.
Yeah, but exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and this is why we also mapped in the report the digital nomads.
Yes.
And we saw that in Budapest we have it's a second hub with a higher number of digital nomads per capita. And this is quite interesting because at the end,
Budapest? In Budapest.
Was the second or the third one,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. And so at the end, it's interesting because we know that maybe we can have ideas there because we have talents.
Yeah.
And this is, I mean, for economic growth, it's quite traditional field of research. So how can I attract talent? How can I keep talent and use this talent for create new ventures, create new activities? And so I think over time we took a lot of attention in mapping investment, unicorn, and so on. But this is just the last stage. We are missing all the other parts. So the beginning, the idea, where is the idea? Where are people with talents? What are the apps playing a role in giving us talents? And so with this report, we try also to map these different kind of steps, allowing us at the end.
So Milan, they were really high up on one.
For the second stage, I think.
Second. I think it was second.
Accelerator.
Yeah.
They are investing a lot in incubators, accelerators.
But this is super interesting because what you're saying is that if I am a region or a big city or a country, I don't have to try and do everything myself. I can actually also see which part of this ecosystem could I play a good role in. You know, that's also.
This is why we call it strategies.
Yeah.
Strategy 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Because you can't be everything. You have to understand what kind of opportunity you can have. You embed, and how you can connect with the other ecosystems. This is also why we call it open ecosystems. And after you can play a role, you can develop your strategy as a city, as a region. It depends, and you can boost.
So let's play a game here then. If I'm a potential founder, I want to start a startup. Where would I go to get an idea?
Here you are a student.
Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, you started as a student, also, or you are a start. Oh, you are.
No. Let's say I'm a student. Let's say I'm a student because that also gives me some mobility in Europe and also the whole.
Yes. Yeah. And after you have to think about the sector. This is why we have also a section related to verticals.
Okay.
So maybe you have to go in a place where there is knowledge related to your sector. Because if you are in agri-tech, why you have to go in fintech ecosystem? Maybe you have to go in an ecosystem specialized in agri-tech. So also this plays a role.
But you then see that people can actually say, well, I'm interested in this sector, and I want to start something. So then I go there. Because
I have facilities.
Because that's the best place to start things.
Yes, I have connection, I have infrastructure, I have knowledge, I have financial support, I have everything.
And when I've started it there, then I'm going to go there because it's a better accelerated scaling.
Exactly.
And then in the third step, when I want to go a big global unicorn thing, then it's London, Berlin, the bigger guns. So.
Here we speak about generally probability. The probability to succeed is higher in these places because they have specific kind of systemic structure allowing you to develop instead of staying in a specific. But this is not something that we suggest, it's something that we observe. Yeah. Because as I showed you at the beginning in the presentation, we saw that in the first phase, so generation of idea, the 31% of founders are foreign. Yeah. And in the second stage, we have that is the 50% around move for joining accelerating program. In the third stage, the 71% move for growing up. So then it's something that we observe. We not just
I'm not saying but I'm seeing that as well. I mean, I'm in Stockholm, which is a reasonably good startup place.
Yes, I know.
But the thing, when we started the department where I work 15 years back, one of our visions was that we want people to come to our university because our department exists. And now we're actually getting students applying for studies at the university because they've heard about our department. That
Yeah.
we are the best place to go to study and start stuff, because
For startup is the
we're like the super early first stage. And then after us, there are lots of sort of accelerators in Stockholm. But then you have to go international. So I mean, I see this as well, and we have a I think we're like 40% of everybody we work with are international, or even more sometimes. So it's a huge, it's a very big. Everybody tuning in now, I'm live with Professor Erika Santini.
Yeah.
That is also the head of the heat map, the European heat map of startup environments and startup. What's it called? Heat map.
Startup Heatmap Europe.
Startup Heatmap Europe 2023, and we're doing let's do the URL again. It's startup Heatmap Europe.com. Startup Heatmap Europe.
I think we have to change it. It's not really good marketing.
Well,
if you're not able to.
Well, if we're gonna live as we learn, if the customer always goes, what?
I don't know, we did it in 2016 by joking. So.
Yeah. But that's good. I think you're doing a fantastic job, and the amount of data that's coming in, and that the rankings that you're showing, I think it's I love rankings, because everybody always has something to say about it. And why are we there? And why are they there? Why is he there? Why? But the thing is, it's good, because at least it gets people to relate and start acting and actually start thinking about things.
This is why the title was, who is the winner? Who are the winners? This is, I think, was.
But we're always scared of becoming the winners, because because if you're number one, there's only one way to go.
Yes, this is true. This is why we are observing London and Berlin that they're going down in terms of the gap. Yeah. They are not so far. The other are catching up.
I know, but that's what that's what we're saying in Sweden as well, is that, okay, so we're super innovative and everybody thinks Sweden is fantastic, but we cannot stop now and think that everything is done.
Yes.
Because, and when they say that the gap is lessening, it's not necessarily because Sweden is going down, it's because everybody else is coming up.
Yes, you saw the graph.
Yeah.
Unicorn ecosystem.
Yeah.
They
So, I mean, Europe, but I think one last question then before we go and have lunch is.
You also.
No, but I think one thing is really important is that, I mean, because we have a tendency of comparing ourselves to like the US, you know.
Yes.
But I've worked in the US. I've worked in Silicon Valley, and there was this many differences, but one very big difference was outside of the doorstep for the startup, you had like an accessible market with 350 million consumers with one currency, and an extreme buying power, extreme buying willingness, innovation pull. We are in Europe, where like all of these fragmented, it's a super fragmented market. How do we reach a bigger market? All of the market, every market we've heard today, Hungary, Sweden, said it before, Denmark, Romania, everybody's saying the same thing. Oh, we're so small, our market is so small. How do we work it on a European level so we can use Europe? but yes, what is your sort of best tip for Europe if we're gonna compete?
Stop thinking I'm Berlin, I'm London, I'm Riga, I'm Sweden, I'm Frankfurt, I'm Milan. Let's think I'm part of the game. I'm part of the journey, and I have to play a role. What kind of role I can play? Just look around and I play.
Fantastic ending words there. That's really good. You're all part of the game, and we all have a place, a role to play. Thank you very much. That's the expression. Journey. Thank you very much. Thank you for being with me. Thank you. I'm gonna have lunch now. Thank you, everyone. Somebody would jump on live as well, but this will be as usually all edited and then uploaded on YouTube. As usual, all of my recordings are on YouTube. All of my written content is on Medium. I will see you next week. My last Innovation Fika for the season next week, 2:30 p.m. Swedish. But today I'm saying thank you and goodbye from Hungary and the deep ecosystem. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye for now.